Hi guys, I'm going to show you how to make this light up ribbon. And for this one I did a junior because these are the colors that I do mostly for the school that I do. They're red, white, and blue. So I did the word junior. You could do a name. You could do, the one we're going to do today is senior. I'm going to turn the lights on and off. It looks much better with the lights at night, of course. But during the day you can kind of see too. And the thing that makes this so cool is that with the metallic background in each letter, it really, in the acetate sheet over the top, it really makes the lights pop. So that's what we're looking for in this. And I was just kind of playing around one day and I came up with this guy and I haven't seen it. But if you've seen it, let me know, and feel free to use this. I want to see your ribbons. It would be so cool just to see people doing something that I created, and it just makes me very excited to know that people are interested in learning how to do this. So here is my tutorial. It's my very first one, so bear with me. I'm going to go through everything you need, and I'm going to go kind of fast so that you don't have to sit here and just wait for me. Here's the one that I'm working on right now, and it's a senior. It's going to say senior. So I'm starting from the bottom. But what you'll need is, of course, a glue gun, a stapler. You'll need scissors. You'll need the letters. You can use any kind of letters. You can use your Cricut to cut out like I did. I usually do 3 layers of cardstock and HTV glitter vinyl, but for this one I only did 2 because you really don't need 3 on this one. And then I use the silver metallic cardstock, which I have a sample of right here, and you can kind of see what that looks like this. And then I used acetate sheets, which I got mine on Amazon, but they sell them, at Michael's. Cricut is the brand that I used, but they make, different brands. And I used my Cricut to cut the acetate sheets because my hole punch that I use to do these, which is super easy, it's a 2.5 inch. It wouldn't cut these, so I used my Cricut, and that's probably the best way to do that. But I will tell you, these acetate sheets have a film on them, so you need to know that. So after you cut them, you'll want to peel that film off because it gives you really crystal clear, reflective type, finish here. So make sure you do that, because if you don't, it's kind of cloudy. Like this one, you can tell the difference. It's like that's got the film on both sides, and this one I just took off. So get you either the hole punch, which if you don't have, that's fine. You can just cut it with your Cricut, or you can just trace something and then cut it out yourself with your hand if you want. But I use this and I put it all the way in like that, and I just punch it and punch, and then it comes in out the bottom. Take those out. And see how this one is like, I accidentally like cut a little bit wrong, but that's okay because it's going to be hidden by these chair back ties that I use to kind of give it the depth and the bling that you get. And it's going to be covered up. So if you mess up, that's okay. We can cover it up with bling or whatever. But yeah, so what we're going to do is you get these chair back ties. You can get these on Amazon too. They're super cheap. It's like 200 pieces and you get this whole bundle. They do come with this little thing across, but I cut that out. I use my little blade and I just go in the middle like that, pop that in the middle, and then I just break off these pieces. Really simple. Simple. And then it gives you the middle out because you don't want that. So that's what you need to start with. Now, I use these 3 rings for depth. I am kind of like, typically I wouldn't want to use these, like, because it's kind of a waste. You're using material that you're not going to see. But for me, it gives it that depth. So I'm looking for something maybe to kind of give that depth that isn't these rings. But for now, this is what I have. So this is what I'm going to use. They're so cheap that I'm just like, we'll just do it until I can figure out something else. But you're going to need those for 3 for each letter. is what I use. Now you could use 2. I mean, it still gives you a depth. I use 3 just to give a little bit more depth. I mean, it's a preference. So whatever you want to do, that is fine too. There's no way you have to do it with those. There's ways you have to do it with some things, but for that, you can do whatever. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the letter. I'm gonna show you how I did that. We're gonna take one of these and see. This one is like the edges are kind of like this one's kind of torn there, and they're kind of but look, when I put this on, you can't even see it. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use my hot glue gun, and I'm going to put glue around the back here, and we're gonna set that right on top like that. And you've got a nice little base to start with, okay? And then what you're gonna do next is, I need another glue gun for my glue gun, is you're gonna take your next ring and you're gonna put glue around it, okay? Now you're gonna go around and around and around and around, not too much, just kind of get it on there. And then you're gonna stack it, okay? Stack it up like that. And then I'm gonna take my little acetate circle that I cut. Oh, that one has the film. You can totally tell this one has the film on it. So we'll just go ahead and take it off. I'll take it off that side, and it's really annoying. It kind of sticks to you, and then I'll take it off of the other side like that. And then we're gonna set that on top of your second one. So it's gonna be like that. And then we're gonna take some glue. I'm gonna go around here just a little, dab will do ya. Try not to get strings, because strings really do mess up this project because they get on the acetate and it really does ruin it. Like it just doesn't look good. And then you're gonna take this next ring, the last one, this is the third one, and you're gonna put another ring around, and you're going to set it on top like that. Now, for this project, I've already done all my letters, so I just wanted to show you. Then you'll just hot glue your letter right on top, just like that. Okay, so you've got this nice little look right there. Now, you're going to need to make sure that you put a spot for your lights to go in. Okay, so when I was messing around with this, I didn't know I was going to put lights in it, so I did it after, and it was such a pain. So we're going to want to do it before. And to do that, you probably have a hole punch, and I probably do too, but I do not know where it is. So for now, I'm just going to use my little X-Acto knife, and I'm going to flip it over, and I'm just going to cut like a little slit in the back, like a little square type thing, just with my knife. Now, I would definitely find a hole punch, and I could have done that, but I also kind of want to show you that you can make do with what you have. You don't need to go buying all the latest things because you think you need it, but so there you go. There's a hole in the back, okay? And your letter is going to be on top, so it won't really show. It'll be like that, like this one, okay? So you just need a little spot. And then what you're going to do is I'm going to show you how to make these little loopies for your letters to go in. And it just really kind of highlights it. I started doing these to put little flowers in or little blings in, and it's so cute because you can, you can do 2, and then you can put a bling to like cover it up. You can do 4 and put a little flower in there, or something that you want, like a picture would look really cute in there too. But yeah, for this, we're doing them to go around these rings. So what I do is I'm doing mine alternate. So I did silver, pink, silver, and now I'm going to do the pink. So let me show you how to do that real quick. You're going to take, this is new from sale places where I found it. It's gorgeous. It's so pretty. I love it so much. It's my new favorite silver. And then this is just, glitter they're both from sale place. That's the only place I go. but I'm sure there's other places that are great too. So you're going to twist twice. 1, 2. And then you're going to bring, oops, yeah, there you go. I did too many. So then you're going to bring them together like this, and it makes like a cute little heart. And then I throw a couple of staples, and the staples don't really matter because you're really covering that up in this project. So that doesn't really matter that you've got staples showing. A lot of times you're just going to put a bling over it anyway. So let me do another one, and I'll show you again how that worked. We're going to do the back, the shiny side out. This is the kind of glittery side out on here, and the shiny side out on here, back to back, like this. We're going to twist, twist, and twist. And then you can put it behind it or on top. I usually put the one in my right hand on the back and the one in my left hand on top. And it gives you this cute little dimension type shape of a heart. Okay, and then to do it the other way, you just twist it the other way and it gives you the pink side up. So for this, I've got these two. I'm doing pink. For the word senior, you'll need 24 of these because there's 4 in each one. So you'll need 24 little hearts. My size for these was 21 centimeters. My mat doesn't have inches for some reason, so I've been doing a lot of centimeters lately, but I also convert it to millimeters because I use a lot of the ribbon cutter, so it's 220 millimeters or 21 centimeters or 8 inches. For those of you that are doing inches, you can do it that way. So that's how long these ribbons are. So I did those, and then so now we're ready to kind of start assembling here, and I've already started to show you a little bit here. And so for the next group, we're going to do the pink, like I said, and then we're going to start. I'm going to put, kind of give me a little bit of a, like, you know, where I want it. So I'm going to put it there, and then I'm going to mark with this pencil like a little circle because that's where I want my hole. Okay. So then what I do is I'm going to fold this ribbon. This ribbon you're not going to see. I don't know why I use the glitter. I typically would just use a regular ribbon, just whatever, but I grabbed this one instead, and that's okay too. So I kind of fold it. I see my little circle. I'm going to cut like a little, it ends up being like a little triangle. So we just cut a little triangle like that and cut whatever, however you want. Again, if you have a hole punch, it's probably better, but I don't. So we're doing it this way. So it gives you that, which is more than enough of a hole, but there you go. So our letter that's going to go here is N. So it's just going to line up like that. But right now we're going to do our little pink things, and I'm going to use hot glue. I could probably throw a staple in there, but I like using the glue on this one because I want it to be able to be moved once I get it on there to get it in the right spot. So I just do a little dot of glue, set it on there. This one is gonna kind of like push up so it gives it some more depth. It's gonna go like right up against there. And we're just doing 4 around like this. And then that one has the little silver on top, which that's fine because I mean, it's your letter is going to go in here and nobody's really going to see it. So it's whatever. Some people are more, you know, type A about that kind of stuff than me. I'm like a wannabe type A, but I'm not. I never will be. So we'll just pretend that's okay too. So we're just going to put this in here because that's our next letter, and we're going to make sure that this hole right here that we're going to put the lights in lines up with the empty little hole that I made there. Trust me, make it so much easier. So we're going to throw some hot glue here, and we're just going to, is that the right way? Yeah, okay. So we're just going to throw it like that. Going to set our N in there, and then we're going to make sure on the back side it lines up, and it does. So there you go. There's our little N. Okay. And we're going to do the same for all the letters. Next one is the E. Same thing. I'm just going to draw a little circle. I'm going to put my 4 little ribbons around it, put my E in. And then we have our S as well. So there's all your letters, just like that. And then now I'm going to show you how to put your lights in. So we're going to take our little ribbon. It'll be done. This is not done yet, but it will be. We're going to turn it over. It's not gorgeous on the back, okay? That's okay. Nobody is going to see that, but I flip that over, and then I have my lights. I'm going to show you my lights, where they went, but I'll just get a new one. I have some battery powered lights that I use. They're not like the real battery ones that you put like the actual battery, but I need to get some of those. But these are just like, you know, the little ones. So we'll use them. They work just as good for this project. So here you go. So what we're going to do is take the tab out, we turn them on. They don't work. Oh no. See, that is so cheap. Okay, there. Okay, that works. These are really cheap. Maybe don't use these if you don't want to, because they're not always the best. But this is what I have. So this is what we're going to do. So we're going to unroll these. And we're going to put them in. And I'm going to show you how I put multiple. I'm not just putting one in. One is kind of dull. Okay, I'm not going to lie. We're going to do 3 in one letter. Okay, and this is, to me, the most tedious part of this project is doing the lights. So you're going to take your little light, you're going to match it with another one, and then you're going to match it with another one. Okay, and you're going to kind of twist it together to make like an ultra light. Okay, it's a super lights, right? So we're going to put that in here in our little hole. And then I am going to take a piece of my silver and I'm going to cut just a little chunk of ribbon because I want that to close, because we don't want any light coming out the back. If you've ever taken a class on lighting, you want that light to be covered on the back because you want all of your light to go through the front. Okay, and if I take that off, then some light will escape through the back and then you'll lose your light source. So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to throw a little bit of glue. My glue gun came unplugged, but that's okay. I'm going to throw a dot of glue here, just kind of on these little wires like that. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. My dog just scared me. And then we're going to put this on top, okay? Hold it down like that. I'm probably going to do a little dot over here just to make it like stay. Not necessary, but oh well. And then we are going to do our next one. So we're just going to take, this will probably be left out, and that's okay. I mean, it's going to be okay. It's not the end of the world, okay? But we're going to take our next 3 little lights. Same thing. I'm going to throw them in here in our little hole that we already made, which makes it so much easier to work with. Okay, and this one is going to go like that. And I'm going to do the same thing. Throw a tiny, I don't want to do a lot of glue here because I don't want my heat to mess up my lights. Okay, so that's why I'm not doing like a ton. Taking a little piece of scrap ribbon, gonna throw it over the back again because we don't want our light escaping out the back. And we're gonna put that there. Just like that. Okay? And then we're on to the next. So we're gonna do our 3 little light merger here. The one in the middle, and then the one there. And it's just gonna go like this. And we're just gonna put that there. And we're going in here. And we're gonna make it go that way. And I'm gonna put another Dabadoo glue right there. Let that sit for a second. Get me a little scrap. Now see, I don't even have scraps. I'm just like, I don't know, just trying to cut it because sometimes if you do this, that's how you roll. Okay, so we're gonna knock that out over there. Bring these around here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and throw another dot on this side. Okay, and so then I'm going to flip it over to show you kind of what it's going to look like. But look how pretty that is. Okay, now during the day, of course, this is not for daytime. I mean, these kids are going to the game usually, so they're going to be wearing it at night at the game, and it makes it pop, I tell you, with the lights. Look how it like kind of blings off the back and the glare and everything. It just looks really good with the lights. You can tell the difference, but only during the day. But at night, it's like a big difference, right? So that's why we do the lights. You don't have to. It really does look good without the lights. But I just wanted to be extra, so I added lights. But yeah, so this is my tutorial on how to do this ribbon, and I hope you like it. And I hope you want to watch my next one, which is another ribbon that I found out that I can make. Um, by doing things that I already know, but just putting them together in a way that makes it look really special. So stay tuned for that. And, please make this and love it. And the way you can pay me back is just by sharing my video and liking my video. That would be awesome. But yeah, so thank you. Have a good day.